Hello everyone, it's Louisa, and in today's video we are going Christmas thrifting at Savers. At Savers, it's French. I'm totally kidding. Don't listen to me. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate the support. And if you're new around here, hi, my name's Louisa, and I'm just a gal that loves to incorporate her childhood loves and hobbies into her adult lifestyle. So this is episode 3 of my Thrifting for Christmas series. I have gone to Goodwill and I have gone to Salvation Army at this point, and today we are heading to Savers. So basically what this series is I am thrifting for Christmas presents for my family and friends. So if you are a friend or family member, I would not watch this video when it is first uploaded. I would wait until after Christmas 2025 because you might get spoiled on what you're getting. So love that you love to support me, but support me after Christmas is over, so that way you don't get spoiled. Did you feel? Cool, thank you. I knew you'd understand. But yes, I'm very excited. I always find great stuff at Savers, and I plan to go to at least 2 locations today. And so, yeah, let's get on into it. Savers number 1 on Shawnee Mission Parkway in Shawnee, Kansas. First time pulling out the camera, and we are in officewares, housewares, and office. There's this Christmas journal. And I was thinking that it might be a good thing to get my sister-in-law. There's a spot of traditions, photos, kind of a planner, but then it also has crafts in there. There's recipes, Christmas this year, our letter to Santa, the Christmas Eve menu. I just think this is really cute. I think my sister-in-law, my elder sister-in-law would like this. So I think I'm gonna get this for her. I'm supposed to be here for gifts, not reselling purposes, but I couldn't help but notice the Disney logo. And we have this Tinkerbell ornament. And then it also comes with this Thomas Kincaid Trying Christmas 2 ornament. It's only $2.99. I gotta pick that up. Okay, but truly, I am focused on gifts. I promise. Aw, Pooh and Tigger ornament, that's so cute. But I've shopped enough for me this year, so I'm leaving these behind. But this is a super cute bunch. And even for $4.49, that's a pretty good deal. This is why I love going shopping, because you just never know what kinds of products exist. Like, this is literally a bride's guide to wedding music. That's so fascinating that a product like this exists. Ah, yes, the Savers book section. I could be spending quite a bit of time here. Here we go. I would have loved a book like this when I was young, and I think this would be a great book for my nephew. Also, most of these books used to be $129 here, and now I think all of them have jumped up to $179, including like the paperback books. So, darn. I would have loved this book when I was a little girl. Aww. So this is definitely going to my niece. One of them. I love fun concept books like this. So I think this will be the last book for my eldest nephew when he's finished on books. Look at this. This is like truly vintage. And it's cheaper than the $179 books, so copyright 1974. How fun. I think I'm gonna get this for my niece, and so that takes care of 2 of my nieces now are done with books, and so I just have to finish one more niece. And that's it for books? Dang, all right. So one reason why I love Savers books is you buy 4, get 8 of 1 free, and I have 4 in there right now. So I saw this title and I was intrigued because I'm a huge Kim Possible fan. And it's not about Kim Possible, but Kim Possible features a naked mole rat, and this is called the Naked Mole Rat Letters. So I'm gonna get this for myself, and that will give me a book free. Yay. So this store is strange because I don't think they have shirts for women, like short sleeve shirts. They used to have a section, then they didn't, and last time I was here I want to say they did, and now I can't find the short sleeves. Like, you can find short sleeves in activewear, but there's not just a women's short sleeve shirt section. So I might wait to shop for shirts at the next Savers, but I can still shop men's. so let's go. So in the previous episode, we are a Chicago Cubs family, and so I found this large shirt for my brother, but it's $7.49. And the majority of the shirts I've gone through so far have been that price. Now there have been a few that have been cheaper than that, like $5.29, and I think I saw one for $4.79, but most of them are this $7.49. So I feel like that's also a price increase from like the last time I've been here. So I like this, but I'm like $7.49. I don't know, man. I'm sharing this because this is funny. Okay, and then we have this KU basketball shirt, I'm assuming. And this is $2.99. And I like really can't see any obvious flaws or stains. I'm really confused with these pricing right now. Okay, so I'm looking for a game for my younger nephew, and I came across this, and I thought that this would fit because they like to go in the hot tub when we go on our family vacation in the summertime. And it says 4+, it requires bubble solution, and it launches real foam, and I just think he'd think that is hilarious, and the other kids would want to play it with him. So I just have to make sure that it has bubble solution. But for $4.49, I think that's a great little gift for him. Okay, these are not my size, which is a good thing because again, I don't need to be shopping for myself. But for how cute these are, and they're only $5.49, so that's a great deal, I think. Alright, I'm out of the first Savers, and all I ended up getting was these ornaments, this ornament pack for reselling. I got the hot tub high dive game for my younger nephew. I got this for my elder sister-in-law, the Christmas journal. Then I got 5 books. One was for free, and that one was for me. And then I got 2 books for my elder nephew, and then 2 books for my niece. So all in all, it ended up being about 23 bucks. And then I had a reward for 10% off, so I used it, so it ended up being a little less than 20. But I have to say, like, that is generally my go-to Savers because it's very close. I can get to it easily. It opens at 9 a.m. And I was disappointed this trip. I was really disappointed looking at the men's shirts and seeing just the variance between the prices of the shirts and not understanding why. Generally when I go there, at least, or generally at Savers, I think like women's shirts are between $2.99 to like $5.99. Maybe like real high brands are maybe like $7.99, like $8.49. But those are like if they're brand new. But I just am like, dang, like the discrepancy between like $2.99 and then like the median price being $7.49. I was like, huh? I also just didn't like that there was a lack of a women's short sleeve section. Like that is my section. That's what I like shopping for the most, and so I don't like that they don't have that kind of a section. And so I was just disappointed. I'm disappointed because the book price has gone up and I can't tell what's going on with the clothes, so I just didn't buy any clothes. So at the second Savers, I'm really hopeful. It's gonna be a busier location, I think. It is a bigger location, but I don't know. I'm hoping that their prices haven't gone up, but I'm kind of thinking, at least for the books, at least their prices have gone up to $179, but we'll see when we get there. So, anyways, let's move on to the next one. All right, second Savers. This one is the one in Louisa, Kansas. This is the section I've been looking for. We're starting with clothing. We're starting here. Okay, I didn't find any shirts for the women in my life, at least in the mediums, but the pricing is more what I was expecting. $3.99, $3.99, $3.99, $3.99, $5.49. Like, this is what I was expecting more of, so that's nice. Phew. Okay, so now I'm in the larges, and this shirt says Country Music Ain't Dead. It's from Roberts, I said it with like a W, Roberts Western World, from Nashville, Tennessee, and it's only $3.99, so I think I'm gonna get this for my sister-in-law. Tanks and t-shirts, let's go. Team large. I'm right back to being confused. This shirt is $7.49. This looks like it should be a $3.99 to me. Then we got $5.29 here, $9.99. $9.99 for this, which I get, it's Banana Republic. But then we go $2.99 over here. Like, I'm just so confused. $4.79, iZod. $4.79, like $8.49. This is just all over the place in the men's, so maybe I just shouldn't shop for shirts here. I don't know. All right, now we're in books, and I don't need to be looking at chapter books, but I am. I saw this one, and it's 99 cents. Normally they're $1.79. I'm so confused. So this is cute. It's like a children's story, but then you can dance out the story. And so my sister-in-law is an exercise psychologist, something like that. But anyways, so she, I think, would really enjoy doing this with my niece. So this is super cute. So I think we will get it. And my niece is super into unicorns right now, so that helps. I'm wrong to think that because she's into unicorns, she would be into My Little Pony, or at least like this book. I don't think so. 99 cents. I think we are done with all my nieces and nephews with their books. Also, this isn't relevant to what we're doing, but the Tales of Uncle Remus and the Adventures of the Fire Rabbit I thought was only a Disney thing. So it's weird to see it in a non-Disney format. I'm surprised. Who knew? Okay, I'm out of the Olathe Savers, and I put on my glasses because the sun has come out, so that has changed. But I only got 4 items, you guys. One of them was for reselling, but the other 3 were gifts. Got this shirt for my sister-in-law that I already showed you. Got these 2 books for my niece, so now officially all my nieces and nephews, I have all their books for their book bundles, all as well. And then I got this Shopkins Let's Get Cooking book. It looks in great shape, and it originally was $16.99 in the US. Got it for $1.79, so I was just like, that seems like a good deal and like something people would want, so I'm gonna pick that up. So I spent less than $10, which is good. But I'm shocked. Like, I'm shocked. I love Savers. I generally find a lot of great items. To give Savers some credit, if this was the first store I went to, I probably would be able to find more, but it is the 3rd time we're going and doing this, and so I have picked up a lot of items already at Goodwill and Salvation Army. I still have more items to get. I'm not completely done, but I think that would make things a little bit different. But I'm just so surprised on their pricing, particularly of men's shirts, and I just wasn't seeing anything that I liked. And so yeah, who would have thought? I never thought I would be disappointed with Savers. There is a 3rd Savers in my area, but already, even before these trips to these stores, I think that store is overpriced compared to these 2. So if these 2 are like this, I'm terrified, or I just have no interest in going to the 3rd, because I'm just going to be like, bah humbug, because of the overpricing, because I already think it's overpriced. So it is Friday that we're doing this shopping this week, and that means that the Goodwills in my area, the certain color of the week tag is $1 today. So it is only about noon. I still have half a day to live. Or, you know, it still feels like I still have quite a bit of day ahead of me still. So I'm kind of thinking, do I sneak away to Goodwill? Do I film that? I don't know. The main reason I'm kind of like, I want to go at least check out what Goodwill has is because my grandmother is staying with us right now, and she's leaving Monday, and I would like her to take her gift up with her, and I only have part of her gift right now, so I would really like to be able to finish that. Everyone else is fine waiting, but I really would like to finish that today. So I think I am going to sneak away to Goodwill. All right, I have had lunch, and I am ready to go to Goodwill for $1 day for red tagged items. Hoo-ha, let's go. Hello, Goodwill, my old friend. It hasn't been that long, but yet I'm here again. Also, this is the one on Shawnee Mission Parkway in Shawnee, Kansas, in case anyone was wondering. Good time to come. There's actually, as a lover of stars, this brand makes me sad. Alright, let's check out women's shirts first. This is a medium shirt. It's flowered, and it is a red tag, but it's also normally only $3.93. But I'm not seeing any stains or anything, so I feel like this would be a good choice to add to grandma's pile. And now we have a Gap shirt, and it's also a red tag, and it has leaves on it. I think I'm going with a nature theme for grandma's shirts this year, but I'm okay with that. My sister-in-law has 3 kids, so this shirt's perfect for her. And it's a blue tag, which is actually 25% off today, so score. But I would pay that anyway. My sister-in-law is super into Marvel, and particularly Guardians of the Galaxy. Groot's her favorite. So this is a large shirt. It is a yellow tag, so it's not $1, but it's $5.93, and I would totally be willing to pay that. This is also very much her, $5.93, but it's perfect because it's so true. Okay, so we have this large sweater. I'm gonna look for a sweater for my grandmother because all 3 of her shirts together were under $5. So I think if I get her like a big sweater or something, that'll get her to the price point I'm basically kind of getting for everyone. But I looked over here, and this is a large, and I think this would finish off my younger sister-in-law, and that would put her right at the price point, and this is 25% off. But look how nice this is. I think this would be great. This looks like it would keep grandma warm, right? Keep grandma warm 2025. I think so. And my grandma loves Alfred Dunner, and we are back on the flower nature theme. So I think with this, she has a warm jacket, she has a fashionable jacket, and then she has 3 shirts. Okay, I had about $5 more to hit grandma's budget, so I decided to get this. It's $6.92, but she loves Liz Claiborne, and this will keep her warm. And it has pockets. Yay. Okay, so I am back home, and now I'm going to put everything out that I got from Savers, and then I will show everything I got in a group shot from Goodwill. So here is everything I got at the first Savers. This is for me and was the free book we got. And then this was for reselling. And then here's everything at the second Savers. And then this isn't a gift, that's for reselling. And this is everything that we got at Goodwill. Ta-da! And again, not Lily. Otherwise we would have gotten her many thrift trips ago. Alright, so we did finish my grandma today, which was needed, so I don't have to ship her Christmas presents. She can take them back home with her. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up each shirt with one of the jackets or a heavier material item. And so she'll open 3 gifts from me. But that is everything for my grandma. And we did that. We got that from Salvation Army, but everything else we got today. So go us. So I'm going to cut off the video here, guys. I did finish up some of my nieces today, but I'm not going to show you their entire gifts because one of them is like a craft thing and that's not done yet, so I'm just not going to show those. So Savers is a little disappointing, but we were very successful at Goodwill and it was a very successful day. We have 1 more episode left, City Thrift, next week. But anyways, please thumbs up this video if you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what was your favorite item that you saw. If you want more of me, God bless you, you can find me over on Instagram at louisa.ruby and on TikTok at weesqueen3. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon with a brand new video. Bye!